Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, we'll be talking about the state of the game, whether the game is still fun or basically a chore that a lot of people don't want to do. I've been playing the game for quite some time, maybe around 1 or 2 years. Um, I do have a moment in which I left the game, came back, left the game again, came back. So it's some sort of hit and run. But I do think that the state of the game right now, the game itself is fun in terms of the PvP content because we have been facing a lot of guilds from Japan, Korea, Asia server, and also global server and Europe. So more diverse enemies in terms of PvP content, but in terms of meta chasing, I do think that having the relevant unit is the the thing that you should have now, especially when we are competing against players who have more resources than us. So my advice, so that people doesn't get burned as much as possible, is that don't chase meta because meta are going to keep changing. um, you should not invest in unit that you can't fully invest on, especially since you are free to play. For example, right now we have the Sigmund and Meta and also Venaka. So for me, an old player, I don't have the resources on my account to basically build them. What I did is I skip on those better and focus on things that I basically can do, which is improving my Sora and changing my magicians to better magicians that I could have. So I do think that the best options for you not to burn out is to make your own meta. So for example, you think that, oh, I saw Belliet. Belliet is very cool. Although Belliet are useless in the arena right now, some people might think that Belliet do have her uses. So um, if you really love her, get her, build her, um, do as much as you want in the game. Don't really think much on your PvP because you will definitely get burned out faster if you do keep chasing the current meta. So I do think that the best option is to just take it slow, do whatever you want, summon which waifu you really want, and don't push on the meta. For you try hard players, you might want to do it if you find going for chasing the meta is really great or really fun, but you will basically get tired at some point. So please don't go in too much and don't spend too much, in my opinion, because at some point you will basically get tired of the game. So save as much as possible, don't spend on unnecessary stuff, and just take it slow. And then, since this is a gacha game, the meta will definitely change. Maybe since a lot of units have not had their companion yet, so there might be a chance that um, units such as, for example, units such as Gloria, which are useless, Vermont, which are useless too, they might get their time to shine in the next future. So um, it is just a matter of time. Do try to invest in them as much as possible, and just save them if you have them. Um, Also, my suggestion is for you guys to keep the game in a fun mood instead of taking it as a chore. I do think that it is very important for you guys to build a community. Um, you can build communities through your guilds, since you basically need to chit chat within your guild to discuss on how you're going to attack on your guild wars. I do think that making communities is basically what binds the people in the game, because as you can see, I'm here playing with my guildmates mainly because I do spend a lot of time chatting with them. I do take my frog guildmates. I do love chatting with them. I do love playing Brave Knight with them, and that basically make the game much more fun compared to me not having the community itself. I do have friends from Silver Wings, such as Omo, Guitar Rock, Kiba, um, people from Frogs, people from Choten, which is Tachibana, and I do think that having them in the game basically prolong my time in playing the game without thinking at the game as a chore. Um, since I also post YouTube video, I do think that people in my community, such as Mr. Dynamis, a lot of people have been commenting, and they do keep me from playing the game and quitting and stopping me from quitting them. So it is best to build your community. If you are brand new, you can basically get your Facebook you can basically make a community in your Facebook or any other sorts of basically um, social media if possible. And lastly, my tips for you guys to basically stop the game from being boring is to it is fine to stay late in the meta, because meta change fast, and you basically don't need to have every unit at max level, as you can see in the top rankings. They do have their max spell available, everything ready, but once you max out, you basically have um, less stuff to do. So it is best for you guys to chill, take your time, and do your best in the future, I guess. Because meta will keep changing. Just be patient, and basically you'll get them one day. All right. Um, for those who have been thinking of leaving the game, just take it slow, play it slowly. If you do think that the game is a chore, it is fine to leave the game. But I do think that some part of you will came back to the game, just as me, and I hope that you guys will come back and play Brave 9, as this game is really awesome. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
お前はもう死んでいる。